Hey, what's going on everyone? Today I'm sharing a video with you that will teach you how to check for yourself Christian Dior's formulas for each fragrance. Now, for this specific video, I have chosen none other than the hype machine, Dior Homme Intense, and I'm just going straight for it. I have bought here a 2013 batch for Dior Homme Intense. This is 150 ml, and inside here I have 2009 vintage Dior Homme Intense, 2014 Dior Homme Intense, and a Dior Homme Parfum. Dior Homme Parfum is separate for this review, but since I like it so much, I went ahead and bought one. So I'm gonna go for the unboxing. Now this is the 2013 batch. So here we have man, this guy was pretty serious. So this right here is the 150 ml Dior Homme Intense, and now we're gonna go for this box that has the 2009 batch. This is the vintage actually, and it also has a 2014 batch. Now I could have done the video very easily with the 2015 batch, the one that I have right here, but I wanted to show you something like a point in history when it comes to Dior Homme Intense. So that's the 2014 batch, and I'm going to explain to you why I decided to buy that one too, even if I could have done the video with my 2015 batch. Come on. Yeah, I have to be careful not to cut off the fragrance. Yeah, I just did. Yeah, and I think it's actually the 2009 batch. I have to be careful with this. So I'm gonna keep it really simple. Keep in mind that this video is about how to check for yourself the Dior Homme Intense formulas. So this right here is Dior Homme Parfum. This is separate. I already own one. This is it, but I like it so much and I decided to buy a new one. And this right here, let's check it out. This is the 2009. If you can see, I already cut it with the knife. I didn't pay attention when I opened the box. And this right here is the 2014 batch. That's actually the same formula with my 150 ml 2015 batch. Come on. So before I go any further with the video, I want to tell you how much I've paid for that. So it's actually no joke. This one, so this is the one I previously had. So this is the one I unboxed. This is the Dior Homme Intense 2013 150 ml. This was in US dollars, it was 88 US dollars. This is shipping included. And these three right here that were in the other box, this is Dior Homme Intense 2009, this is Dior Homme Parfum 2016 batch, yes. And this right here is the Dior Homme Intense 100 ml 2014 batch. So these three right here, I've paid for them the equivalent of $133 US, shipping included. So my negotiation skills really work. If someone finds Dior Homme Intense vintage for 200, 300, 600 or whatever it's sold and wants to pay that much, it's absolutely no problem. Now, the way you can check the formula that each batch has is really, really simple. And what you need to do is read the info that is on the box. So, for this vintage one, the formula is written right here in this corner. Now, the formula is represented by a number followed by a letter. This is the 2009, this is the vintage Dior Homme Intense. So this is the authentic formula. This one right here is the first reformulation, and the formula is written also right here in this corner. And these two right here are actually the same formula. So I'm gonna explain to you why I needed to buy this one. This is 2014. I already had this. This is the second reformulation. This is the first and this is the second reformulation, and I will explain to you a little later why I wanted to buy, for the purpose of this video, this 2014 batch. So also the formula is on the new reformulation is actually not written on the bottom, is written right here at the back of the box. So this would be the place where you can find the number of the formula. This is the second reformulation. And also this right here is where you can find that number that represents the reformulation. So now that I have shown you where you can find the number for each formula, I'm gonna talk a little about the fact that each formula can be traced back into time as when it exactly been produced. So there is a strong connection between the formula written on the box and the batch code for each and every one of these. Now, for this, I'm going to take a little side note, and I want to present a little info about the batches. So when it comes to batches, Dior uses a 4-digit code. Now, the first one is a number that represents the year. So let's say that batch code starts with the number 3. I don't know. So number 3 would mean either 2003, 2013, 2023. So the numbers reset every 10 years. Now, the following digit that is in the batch code is represented by a letter. Those letters actually mean the month. So this started in 1998 and it started with the letter A. There are actually 12 letters. Each letter represents the month of the year. So the letter A would mean January, letter B would actually mean February, and so on. Now, starting 2008 until 2017, the months of the year are represented by the letters between N and Z. So the letter N would actually mean January for the batches that have been in production starting 2008, and the letter Z would actually mean December for the batches that started production since 2008 until 2017. Now, I'm going to explain the last two digits. I have noticed that are 01, 02, 03, and 04. There is no Dior batch that has, for example, 05 or 06 or 07. At least not that I know of. So this would actually make sense that the last two digits actually represent the week of the month for each batch. So we have the first digit, that's a number that represents the year. The second digit is a letter that represents the month. And the last two digits actually represent the week. So the first one in this batch code, since this is 9Y02, 9 means the year 2009, because in 1999 there was no Dior Homme Intense. So 9 is from 2009, since the month from 2008 until 2017 is represented by a letter starting N until the last letter of the alphabet, which is Z. This is a Y, so Y would mean November. And the last two digits are 02. So this would be the second week of November in 2009. This right here has the batch code 4. This is 4V02. Now 4 is 2014. V would have to be August, I think. And 02, the second week of August. And this right here is 5Z01. So this is 2015. Z is December, and 01, the first week of December. I'm going to talk about the reasons why the reformulations happened at the time that they did. So this one came due to the fact that Dior wanted to do their in-house fragrances. So François Demachy has taken the original formula that was done by IFF, and I think it was also Olivier Polge. So this is the first authentic formula. This is the first reformulation. This happened because Dior wanted to go in-house. Now, this one right here happened because nowadays it kind of is all marketing. So these two right here, the second reformulation happened due to Dior Homme Parfum. Now, Dior Homme Parfum has hit the shelves in September 2014. This right here is Dior Homme Intense since August 2014. So before this one hit the shelves, this needed to be in production 1 month or 2 months prior. So if you want to come up with a fragrance, you really have to put it in front of the pack. Now, the way you can do this is to make a strong fragrance and kind of reformulate the others. That's how I think this works. So I'm gonna put this back here. This is the second reformulation. So if any one of you guys have 2014 batches, please check the formula number and the batch code so we can make sense of what I just said. This is August, and in August it seems that this has already been reformulated. It may be possible that the second reformulation started July, I think. I don't think it went as far as June, because since Dior Homme Parfum hit the shelves in September, 1 month or 2 months prior, the batches have already been in production for the second reformulation. Now, my guess is that the next Dior Homme reformulation will happen, I think it will be... Now, if you watch the way these were reformulated, it's almost every 4 years. So the next one will probably be 2018, by my guess, when hopefully Dior Homme Parfum Absolute will hit the shelves. I don't know, I'm just speculating here. So before I'm gonna close, I need some clarification to be done about the first reformulation. Now, if you do not check the formula that is written on the box of the first reformulation, this is 05443/A, you might be tricked, because since if you take a batch from 2011, for example, or 2012, and compare it to 2013 or the first quarter of 2014, you might think that is actually a different formula, but the formula is actually the same. It depends on how the fragrance has been stored. Now, if you would look at the color of the fragrances, this might also trick you that it's a different formula, because, for example, let's say that someone has been keeping 2012 formula directly into the sunlight, and another person has been keeping a 2014 formula in the fridge. I don't know, it may have different colors and also may come off different on your skin because the way it has been kept. So guys, I hope this info that I just presented about the formulations and batches of Dior was useful. I want to thank you very much for watching my video. One of the next videos will be Dior Homme Intense real versus fake. I will also do a comparison between these batches. And guys, once again, thank you very much for watching my video. Goodbye.